Hey, what's up everybody? Hope you're having a good weekend. I have been meaning and wanting to make a video the past few days, but things have been very busy for me and my family. We are starting the process of building a house, and so there's been lots of appointments and phone calls and all kinds of stuff going on. So, of course, I have been in the loop about the Joss Whedon Batgirl stuff, and that's what I wanted to talk about. I know it's kind of late since I haven't been able to make a video these past few days while people are talking about it, but I still want to discuss it so that way I can share my thoughts on it and hear what you guys have to think about it. So if you are not aware yet, Joss Whedon is off of the Batgirl movie. He had been put on the Batgirl movie around the same time that he was put on Justice League, to work on Justice League, and they seemed all very excited about it from what Jeff Johns had to say about it, and it seemed like it was going to be, something that stuck. Didn't seem like he was going to leave, didn't seem like they were really having problems, but of course a lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes that we don't know about. And as soon as I saw the headline, of course I clicked on the article to see if it was actually true, and it is. But in my mind, when I saw the article, before I read it, I was thinking, if this headline is true, I don't believe that he quit for whatever reason he's gonna say, and I still don't believe that. Well, let me tell you, I don't know. I think there's two possibilities. First of all, his comment on the matter, his reason for leaving, is that he realized that over this past year or whatever, he realized he didn't have a story and that he couldn't figure out what a Batgirl movie should be. I don't buy that as an explanation, because they were saying that he had this script and that they really loved what he presented to them and suggested to them to do the Batgirl movie. And I don't buy that. I don't buy that. I don't think that that's the real reason. So I personally think that he either, and plus he said that he made reference to Justice League saying that he failed. And, that's what I personally think it has to do with. I think it has to do with Justice League and the fact that WB was like, we're going to bring on the Avengers director. The Avengers movies were a huge success. And, we're going to try to kind of do what they did in those movies. And it's going to be great. And everyone's going to love it. And I just think that... Scoot back a little bit. This one. And they were thinking that it would get all the love that the Avengers got by critics and by fans and the general audience, and it's obvious that they were trying to do that. They can say that they weren't trying to do that, but it's obvious that they were attempting the Marvel formula, as people call it. Turn it down, please. And it did not work. Everyone was excited about what they saw in the trailers, which was pointing to that this was still going to be Zack Snyder's movie, and then we get in the theater and we're like, no, these are not the same movie. So, unfortunately, I do think that Justice League failed. Yes, there are things that I love about that movie, but overall, it was not what they sold us during the whole year leading up to Justice League, year plus, all the marketing. And so, I think that with, he realized, wow, people are not going to be happy with DC movies no matter what. Zack Snyder did what he did, gave us, in my opinion, two beautiful, amazing, deep, emotional movies. And even Wonder Woman, I love Wonder Woman. Patty Jenkins did great on Wonder Woman. Zack Snyder was also heavily involved with Wonder Woman. And that's also a pretty deep, emotional movie, and great story and everything. Got a lot of praise and a lot of love. Turn it down, please. Turn it down, please. There you go. And good job. of course, there's always going to be, but their movies have been really controversial, especially Zack Snyder's film, DC films. And I just feel like he probably thought, like, you know, so many people hated Man of Steel and BVS. So in Justice League, we gave them the exact opposite, catered to all the complaints, every single complaint down to a T. And what happened? Yeah, in the beginning it got like a better reception, but overall it still got crapped on, excuse my language. And, excuse me, fans were like, what the heck? Like, what are you doing? What are you thinking?
Don't say that.
No, I'm sorry, it's okay, you're okay. And since the movie's come out and we found out about all these things that were supposed to be in it that weren't, our perception of it has gotten worse. We've gotten more frustrated. They see all this. Warner Brothers sees all this. Joss Whedon sees all of this. Zack Snyder sees all of this. They all see it. They all see it. And so I think that either the fact that people are going to probably hate what he does no matter what, a group of people with Batgirl. If he were to stay on Batgirl, I think that either caused him to leave the reception to Justice League, or I think that the reception to Justice League caused Warner Brothers to fire him because he failed, and as he said, and they're like, this is not what we were expecting. We were expecting to get a Marvel type of reception that they got to Avengers and that they get to pretty much all their movies. And but comparing it to the Avengers, since it's a team-up movie and he did those movies, and they didn't get that. So they're like, no, bye. I'm not saying that's what happened. I think that those are the two possibilities. But his explanation, I definitely don't buy. His reason, I definitely don't buy. So I think it's either one of those two things. But I do think it leads back to the reception from Justice League. I don't think it has to do with the fact that he didn't have a story for Batgirl or that he couldn't piece together what a Batgirl movie should be. I definitely think it has more to do with people thinking they were going to get something that they loved with Justice League from the trailers and whatnot, and then a lot of us being disappointed with, you know, what we really ended up getting in the theaters. And not every single thing, like I said, there's things I love, but for the most part, we can tell how much they changed and how much they were trying to go the Marvel route. And a lot of people, while Warner Brothers did give him that job to, you know, rewrite some stuff, add some things, do the reshoots, they gave him a job and they told him probably, you know what, add some more levity, add some humor, change some things up, whatever. They gave him a job and he did it. Granted, some of the things that he changed, rewrote, added, whatever, were cringeworthy. And so it is him. He's the one that, you know, did the itchy line and all that stupid other stuff that they, you know, something's definitely bleeding and, you know, so, yeah, yes, Warner Brothers gave him a job, but come on. You can think of some better stuff than that. So I think after that, people were like, we do not want him on Batgirl. He's going to ruin her character. And then also his Wonder Woman script that he had presented several years ago, that got exposed, leaked online, whatever you want to call it, and people saw what his ideas were for that. And thankfully, Warner Brothers shot that down because that would have been a horrible Wonder Woman movie. And so, especially after that, seeing, you know, what ideas he had for a Wonder Woman movie, and, you know, they're like, oh my goodness, he's on a female character movie, he's on Batgirl, you know, he's gonna ruin it, he's not gonna understand her character, etc. Most people, I don't think people wanted him on Batgirl for the most part, from what it seemed like. And so I think, you know, not to be rude, I think most people are taking this as a good thing, that he's not going to be on Batgirl. And then especially after Justice League, people were like, no, he does not need to be there. So, I don't know. I think it's probably for the best, just because people are, after seeing the stuff that was changed with Justice League and stuff that he rewrote or whatever, people are probably would have already had really negative thoughts and opinions about the Batgirl movie, not even knowing anything that they had in mind to do with it. We don't even know anything that they had you know, any ideas or scripts, or we didn't know anything about it except that he was going to direct it. And people were already, I think, would have already had really negative opinions and think he would have been scrutinized a lot. So it's probably for the best that he's not on that movie anymore. So we'll see. Maybe they'll get another female director to do another female character-led movie. I don't know. I guess just whoever has the best ideas for a story, understands the character, understands the source material, and, you know, that's whoever that may be is who they should choose. So that's what I want to talk about in today's video. Let me know your thoughts. You think it's a good thing or a bad thing that Joss Whedon is no longer on Batgirl? Let me know what you think. Check out the links in the description. Check out the geek merchandise that I sell online. And thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next time.